I'm waking up at 4 a.m. every single day for the next 90 days. This is day 5. Good morning, you guys. So here are my stats from yesterday. I slept at 10:30, woke up at 3:30 this morning, had roughly around 5 hours of sleep. I know, I'm working on it. I'm sorry. You guys can hold me accountable. Like, holy shit, like, I need to be in bed tonight at like 6 p.m. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Here's what we need to do for the day. We need to do our journal, we need to do our meditation, and after that, I'll give you an update on how I'm feeling and some other stuff I've been learning throughout this challenge. All right, biggest tip for you guys right here is gonna be on burnout, okay? So I have been struggling with oh my gosh, this tripod is not gonna stay. Okay, cool. Excuse the bad angle, I'm sorry, okay? You guys can see my dual chin. Just wanna get the video out and I wanna get on to deep work. So I'm gonna give it to you in good old fashioned, poor quality with bad angles, okay? Biggest tip is on burnout. This is something that I've learned very, very recently. Shout out to Brandon Carter, King Keto. Thanks for great advice. Burnout actually is not a result because of physical exhaustion. It is not because you work too many hours. It's not because you're working 6 days a week. It's not because you're working 70 hours. It's not because you're not getting that much sleep. It can be in a way, but what I've found is that even with little sleep, people can still perform very, very, very well. And yes, they would be a lot better if they did have sleep. But the biggest thing is burnout is a result of stress, specifically mental stress. Okay? So some of the reasons for burnout would be things such as excluding lack of sleep. It's gonna be this: finances, personal relationships, business, your work, your boss. Did I say family already? Certain things that are on your mind, whether it's in your control or outside of your control. For example, let's say a family member passed away. That's another source of stress, that it's hard to control a situation like that unless you, I don't know, give them a magic elixir and so they could live forever. But these are all things that are gonna weigh on your mind, and it's gonna be a result of overwhelm. There's gonna be too much going on in your mind that you can't handle it. And so you get a sense of hopelessness. And that sense of hopelessness usually it means, with hopelessness, it means there's not that many options for you to do, which is really just a lack of knowledge, of understanding, okay, what are the options? What can I do to find a solution to this problem? Okay, so if you're feeling burnt out, yes, sleep is absolutely gonna help, okay? Sleep will definitely help, but the biggest thing that's gonna help you with burnout is solving the actual mental stress, right? That means figuring out your finances if you have so much debt, or if you are struggling with saving for a certain goal and you really want that goal. Family issues, if there's toxicity within the family or friends, personal relationships, right? Whether it's a romantic partner or your friends, you have to cut out the toxic people, right? They're gonna hold you back, they're gonna drag you down, and it's gonna be a mental burden for you. And then work responsibilities, if you're not passionate about the work and you hate doing it, and you're just a slave constantly to someone else's demands, that's definitely gonna burn you out, especially if you're doing long hours and you feel like you can't have any time to enjoy for yourself, or you're always on deadlines. That's definitely gonna be a source of burnout, but it's not gonna be because of lack of sleep. The lack of sleep is gonna make you feel shittier physically. Like, I feel pretty shitty because I've been having a lack of sleep, but I don't have as much mental stress. So, yo, I ain't freaking burnt out. I'm on it, let's go. Okay, so that is my tip of the day. Solve the mental burden one way or another. I've been rambling on too much. Let's get into deep work for the day. All right, 3.5 hour editing session done. It is 9:40. I gotta go munch on a little bit of food and then head out to church. I will see you guys in a little bit, but before that, I wanna go ahead and show you what Annie made me this morning. Okay, for real, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.